Hey, what's up, sports betters? I'm gonna hit some bets. Freaking Saturday night. What else is there to do? So we can see we got some live bets. Obviously, a bit slower without the NBA. Um, Again, you want this number higher. You want this number higher. ROI, total profit from sports betting. You want this number higher, right? You got to be beating the closing line, right? Closing line, closing line. You want to see more green than red in your odds jam bet tracker, which now automatically grades your bets as wins or losses. So you can see like PJ Tucker over 1.53s. I bet that plus 170. The line on the sharpest sports book in the world closed plus 162 on Pinnacle. Pretty good bet, pretty sharp bet, right? So that's pretty cool. We got Marshall plus 1,000, freaking live bet. So we'll go back here and I'll turn off live bets for now and we'll see what's out there. We'll hit a couple bets and then we'll call it a day. So this I already bet. Green check mark indicates I already bet it. It's already in my bet tracker. We have Johnny G over 0.5 goals from earlier. Just click into this. A lot of value. And let's go to this guy. Plus 165. DraftKings has it at plus 130. That's why you need multiple sports books, right? Like, go to YouTube, click all the links in the description, sign up for more sports books in your state. Taking a sip of my rip-off White Claw. Plus 165, a lot of value, right? Pinnacle has it all the way down at plus 132. You're getting 33 cents of improvement, right? So they have, a fair amount of juice baked into player prop markets, but still, so the market width is a bit higher. If we go to the most important calculator on OddsJam, what was the market again? Let's go back here. And then we want Johnny G, plus 132, minus 186. So if we go to a zero vig calculator, the true odds, no, I messed it up again. Come on, Alex. Plus 132 minus 186. Plus 132 minus 186, right? The zero vig line, once you remove the juice, the true odds, the no juice odds, the fair odds, whatever you want to call it, the true price is plus 150, right? Pinnacle's model is spitting out that this guy is 39.86%, to score a goal. So that implies, a fair line of plus 150.88 odds. This is a no-hold market, right? There would be no juice in this market. This would be a pick-em market. If they were to give you plus 150.88 and minus 150.88, right? That's a zero vig market. And this is, again, the market on Pinnacle, the sharpest sports book out there. And we're getting plus 165, which is above the true odds, which is why we bet it, right? It's why we bet it. Granted, a lot of market width on this, right? 54 cents, but on a slower day, got to hunt for the EV somewhere. So I hit it. Continue to scroll around, see, plus 270. Looks like there's some value on CSU Northridge, right? Granted, 60 cents in market width, but maybe something you want to dabble on. Another perk of these sports books, which we've already said, is you get freaking free bets. A lot of these sports books have reward programs. Like this is my, I've gotten like $30 in free bets from WinBet today. So what I can do is put my free bet on CSU Northridge. Or you can go to the OddsJam low holds page. And we'll show that in a sec. But anyways, so promos for tonight, I'm not sure if UFC is over yet, but this is really good. We have an article on it on OddsJam. So let's go here. And then I want to go to WinBet is where my free bet is. Then we can talk about promos very briefly. Freaking DraftKings going all out on DraftKings with these VIP stuff like that. Promos for the All-Star game, Twin Spires, anything. 3 separate parlays of $20. You get a $10 free bet. I don't know. You could use the OddsJam plus EV page to find some value. So long story short, this is a free feature of OddsJam, just like the bet tracker. It's completely free. It's under betting tools, low holds. And this is just shows you the best free bets. You can hit this question mark if you're confused. But, basically, this shows me the best free betting opportunities because free bets are different than cash. If I wanted to convert a $10 free bet into cash, risk-free, at the highest possible rate, you would use the low holds page, right? and your free bets are always going to be on the underdog, this plus 430. So if we had, say, a $10 free bet, we could convert that into 748 in cash. If it was a $100 free bet, 74.78. By placing our $10 free bet on East Carolina plus 430, and then hedging 35.52 on Caesars, right, minus 475. Then either, East Carolina or UCF has to win. These are equal and opposite outcomes. Regardless of what happens, my $10 free bet is going to become 748 in cash, risk-free. So that is a free feature of OddsJam that you can use. Or, what I personally prefer to do, because all that matters in terms of the math is you want your free bets to have high odds, right? High odds on your free bet is what you want, is I look for some bets from the OddsJam plus EV page and I parlay them together. So we have CSU Northridge. That's what maximizes the value mathematically. What? Oh, try this. So we have these bad boys plus 270. And let's see if we can find any other, possibly a little bit of value on WinBet. So we can possibly just go to hockey and we can see if there's any value out there. So Flames minus 280. We already have them plus 285. You can see tomorrow plus 115 on the Hurricanes looks a little good. Maybe. I mean, it's not plus EV, but good enough for our free bet. So I'll go here, and then I can just add in this. Now our parlay is plus 696 odds, a bit higher. Place my free bet on it. Again, anything you want to learn about really that we talk about on these live streams, you're like, oh, DraftKings gives me a ton of free bets. I don't know how to use them though. Just type in free bets. There's, a lot of good articles and stuff like that. So we just placed that free bet. Again, in my live betting, this is in the description on YouTube. It's just our net profit, from all our bets. You'll see wins, you'll see losses, all placed on live stream. You could have tailed everything. A lot of wins in here, like all of these. And then it's just sorted by, profit. A lot of losses, a lot of wins. But because we are getting great odds, thanks to the tools at OddsJam, we're up 1.38K just on these live streams. So not bad. Wish it were higher. We went up 5K pretty quickly. But, you want to learn about free bets, just check this out, right? Pretty useful, pretty cool. You can learn really about everything. Free bets, whatever. You want to learn about this arbitrage thing. How can you make risk-free money sports betting? What's crazy about arbitrage, right, is you may be like, oh, a 2.62% return, like you bet whatever, $150 on this, 130, 758 in profit. Like that's not that great. The return of the stock market's 8% a year on average. This, first of all, is risk-free. Arbitrage is risk-free profits. It's hard. You have to move fast. You have to hustle. You have to always be looking for these opportunities on OddsJam. But, this is money. This game's going to be over in like an hour. You're 758 richer in an hour if you were the guy who hit this art, right? And then again, this is just an arbitrage calculator, so you can take a look at that as well, right? This just tells you how much to bet on both sides, right? Arbitrage is betting on equal and opposite outcomes in order to, earn a risk-free profit. Either UNLV is going to win this game or Colorado State is going to win this game. One of them is going to win, right? So, you're just pinning the bookmakers against each other since you're getting plus 120 on DraftKings, betting 100 to win $120 a profit. But on, FanDuel for UNLV, the team they're playing, you only have to bet 108 to win 100. So that's pretty cool. And again, you want to learn about it, just go here, right? You want to learn about, how did you get these like VIP, whatever, all these big VIP promos? Just, type it in. Like everything's in the blog. Change your state. You can do all sorts of things, right? Randall talks about some of the promos he gets as VIP, whatever. So that's pretty cool. We got some more ARBs and stuff. And let's see if we can find a good bet. So we already bet the top three. Got over 3.5 goals in this game. Bit higher market width than I'd like. So maybe I'll continue scrolling down a bit. CSU Northridge. We got Tottenham. Freaking EPL minus 0.5 Asian handicap. I mean, that's pretty tight market width, right? So this seems quite good. Sharpest sportsbook out there, only 22 cents in market width. And they're all the way down at minus 130, and we can pick up minus 110. So that seems pretty great, right? So what we can do is we can go here. And again, we've said this, but like any markets you want on OddsJam or books or whatever. Like if you're in a foreign country or whatever, you can reach out to us. Just shoot us an email and we'll get that to you, right? Like you want some NHL player props. We got freaking Elias Lindholm. Never heard of this guy, but maybe some value in there, right? Higher market width here, 36 cents, but Sharpest Sportsbook has it minus 150. So you're getting a ton of value at minus 120. So we'll go here, and then we want to go to Tottenham, whatever they're called, and we want minus 0.5, minus 110, right? So that bet has 3.16% profit margin. So this game will be over in 4 days. We're earning, a third of the return of the stock market in 4 days. Seems like a pretty good trade. So I'm going to bet it. Boom. Go here, add it to my sheet of tracked bets. So we have Tottenham minus 0.5, Asian handicap, 223. Makes it easier for me to remember when the bet is. Threw 250 on it, 250. And then we're going to go here, and I'm going to add it to my bet tracker. Boom, right? Because I want to make sure I'm beating the closing line, right? That's all that matters in the long run as a sports bettor. 3.16% EV. So we'll go back here, and then we have 3.16% EV. Again, a lot of promos and such too out on these sports books today. This one's really good on Caesars Saturday, $2.19 or $3 for every 3-pointer made by your team. So feel free to, join the email list. It's free. If you join the OddsJam email list, it's just on the home page. If you want to know which promos are good, like what's the profit margin of this promo, it takes some time, and we're on top of it. Looking at all these sports books, look at all these freaking promos out there, right? Which ones are good? Which one should you bet? What's the profit margin? What's the EV, right? You go to DraftKings, they got a lot of promos. You go to WinBet, they got promos, I'm pretty sure. I don't even know. Bet $25 on college basketball to enter to win a VIP Vegas VIP trip for the college basketball tournament. The winner will receive 4 free bets, 4 seats at the Wynn Sportsbook. Sure. I've already won some of these trips to Wynn a few times, and it's a place. I got some comp dollars I got to use there. Bet $25. Yeah, I want to bet this. Let's freaking go. So let's go back to that CSU Northridge game. Again, I guess this is technically a promo, but it's also positive EV. So now I have a reason to bet on WinBet. I'm going to get free bets. There's a lot of value at plus 270, 60 cents a market with, sure, a bit wider, but 3.38% profit margin. This game's today at 8 p.m. I'm earning a third of the return of the stock market. Let's freaking bet it. Why not? A little smaller maybe because of the market with consideration. Add it to my bet tracker, 3.38% profit margin. Let's go, baby. And then we have CSU Northridge. Let me get some tickets to the Win, $100, 3.38% profit margin. So now we have 2 uncorrelated bets, right? This Tottenham one, whatever they're called. Never seen a soccer game in my life. Don't intend to. And then CSU Northridge, right? So we're like forming our own little freaking hedge fund of positive EV bets. Again, if you want to follow along with all live bets or you want to tail, this sheet is in the description on YouTube, right? The sheet is in the description on YouTube. So take a look in the description, and you'll see it's like called Alex's Live Bets or something like that. There's also if you want to share OddsJam, if you like OddsJam, whatever, we have a link to our referral program, get paid to promote OddsJam. So you can do that as well if you want to share OddsJam. So we've now bet the top 3 plus EV bets, market width a bit wider here. This I'm already pretty sure I bet in a full-length YouTube video. We have the Ducks game tomorrow, Canucks -2. Seems like there's some good value, right? Plus 270. Pin has it all the way down at plus 241, right? A lot of value, 29 cents of improvement. Maybe worth dabbling in. So what I can do is I can stop sharing my screen for a sec, log back into Caesars, and we can hit this bet. because what's more fun than sports betting on a Saturday night? And what's more fun than being up 1.4K on freaking live stream, and hopefully everyone's tailing and making a ton of money with me. So let's go here. And what did we want to bet? We want to bet the Canucks. Again, a bit higher market width. Maybe we play it a bit smaller. I don't know. Not as many sports going on. I have that gambling itch in my blood. So I'll throw 150 on it and we'll hit it. And then we'll add it to our bet tracker. Just click on an odd. That's how you can also add something to your bet tracker. And we're on Canucks -2, plus 270. So we have Canucks -2, plus 270, 5% profit margin. So pretty high profit margin on this bet, right? And that's really the power of sports betting, right? We're getting returns, typically less than the return of the stock market, but we're getting them in a day or sometimes even in a few hours if a game's about to start, right? It's insane. So 2 bets at plus 170 odds, 150, 5.05% profit margin. Let's go. 5.05% profit margin. Again, anything you want us to address specifically on the live streams, you can reach out to us. Like, we don't know necessarily what people want to see. We want to, produce content that's helpful to all sports bettors of all levels, helping you make more money, making money with us while we hit some freaking bets. So feel free to, let us know. We got some soccer bet or some hockey bets. Elias Lindholm, might as well log me out. So got to log back in. Maybe I'll skip it. But, that looks good. We got some live bets going on. And again, just making sure I'm seeing more green than red in my OddsJam bet tracker, right? I need to beat the closing line consistently. I just want to see more green than red. It automatically grades my bets as wins or losses to show me my ROI. It has my beat CLV percentage. This is new, the auto grading of bets, which is pretty cool. Profit by sportsbook. And right, this number, my goal as a sports bettor, I know if I have this number as high as possible, this number, and it's never going to be 100%, right? But, this number is going to go up and this number is going to go up. So I just want this number to be as high as possible. And again, anything you want to learn about, it's free in the blog. The OddsJam bet tracker is free. Just create an account on OddsJam, right? And again, you need multiple sports books to be successful as a sports bettor. So click all the links on YouTube. Sign up for more sports books in your state. Sign up for more sports books in your state. And we'll take you to the best deposit bonus, right? Why would you not sign up for Caesars? Bet new users, bet $20, you get $300 in free bets. It's do you want $300 or is there a reason you don't want $300? I mean, there's no freaking strings attached. You can read it. It's bet $20 and you get $300. This is a freaking international, multinational, massive billion-dollar company. They're not going to scheme you out of $20, right? But I think with the OddsJam link on YouTube in the description, you get a 1.5K deposit match, which is better. But, all these sportsbooks have different, sign-up promos and stuff like that. I think DraftKings is a $1,000 deposit bonus or something. I'm not sure. See if anything new comes out. Green check mark shows me it's already in my bet tracker. This is a little Kelly calculator. Shows you the optimal fraction of your bankroll to wager. Ooh, we have first half total points moving higher, right? Lines are always moving. Sharp actions coming in. Players are getting injured in football or, outdoor baseball, weather changing, moves lines, right? Sports betting isn't something you can just check the frickin', you can check 5 minutes before a game and expect to make a lot of money. Over 66.5. Let's freaking hit it. Tighter market width on this one too, right? 4.06% profit margin. So go. There we go. So we have over 66.5 first half total points in Washington, UCLA at -105. Over 66.5 first half total points, UCLA, Washington. I think that's the right teams. Yeah, Washington, UCLA, -105, 4.06% profit margin. So half the return of the stock market in one bet, that's going to be over in 5 hours or whatever. Seems pretty good to me. That's how you make the big bucks sports betting. OddsJam positive EV betting. So 4%, profit margin, we bet 250 on it. So $10, in total profit. Again, if you want to see the sheet with, all open bets, it's in the description on YouTube. So feel free to check that out. Now let's go back here. Live betting is tough, but there's some good money to be made there if you can frickin' hustle. James Madison, let's try to hit a live bet. Sacramento State plus 230. Pretty high market width on this one. Maybe we want to avoid it. But, you can kind of keep an eye on what's out there. Oregon plus 13.5. Only 20 cents a market width on this, right? Absolutely insane. Most sports books have it at 12.5, right? We're getting 13.5. So another sharp, mathematically profitable bet. Let's hit it. And we'll see how the profit performs. Perfect. We'll scroll. Another sharp bet. We have Oregon plus 13.5. We threw 250 on it. Bet's at minus 110 odds. What was the profit margin? Oregon, 2.05%. Add it to my bet tracker. Hit that. And then we have Arizona, Oregon, 2.05% EV. Not particularly high, but hey, hedge fund Alex racking up all the EV we can on this live stream. $5 in EV, right? You have to be conscious of the odds you're getting. You have no idea how many times I've placed bets at plus 13.5 and the team has lost by 13 and all the squares were betting on it at 12.5 and they lost and I won. Everything is about the odds you're getting, right? The same way you compare airline prices, you should be comparing sportsbook odds, right? Doesn't make any sense not to. Ooh, we got Johnny Walker plus 210. These lines have been moving like crazy in this UFC fight, right? So small EV, but I mean, you can see all the sports books are kind of in sync with him at plus 190. FanDuel's giving you plus 210. So a lot of value in that, right? So we're going to hit it. I got to log back into FanDuel. I look like a dweeb. Oh my God. So we'll go back here and then we want Johnny Walker. Let's hit him. A bit higher market width, again, a bit less EV. So played a little smaller, 46 cents a market width, but we'll hit it. Johnny Walker, 3.71% EV. Johnny Walker, money line, plus 210. We threw $100 on it. What was the profit margin? 3.71%. Add it to my bet tracker. Boom. And 3.71% EV. So add it in here. So we've now placed, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bets on this live stream. The total sum of expected profit is just going to be these $38 richer in EV, right? In profit margin, which is just this number on OddsJam, or this number multiplied by your stake. So you bet $100 on it, $3.71 in profit margin. Maybe I'll have to watch this UFC fight. Probably not, though. So we got some frickin' Sacramento State. Can we hit that? Let's see. I mean, insane EV, 27%. Got to hit a live bet every once in a while. The issue is live betting as well. They just take so much time to accept the bet that it's very stressful, in my opinion, especially live arbitrage betting. You want to make risk-free money sports betting. But, I mean, this bet's insane, right? Pinnacle's all the way down at plus 150. We got plus 240. Absolutely crazy. So we hit it. So this will be our last bet from the live stream. So the EV percentage was, and there are some really good opportunities to find good bets live. You just have to be fast and you have to hustle and know how to get there quickly, like control searching the sports books, moving quick, because OddsJam's hunting all these books for you, right? NBA, I guess there's not much NBA today, but like college basketball, Spain soccer, Italian soccer, right? Frickin' hunting all this stuff for you to try to find you the good bets. 27.11% EV, absolutely insane. So We threw $100 on it, so my bet has a profit margin of $27. We'll see if they win. Live betting is just very hard. Very hard. Because everything changes, right? If Sacramento State goes down and they hit a three-pointer, right? Like these odds are going to move way in their favor again, right? Every possession matters when it's live, which is why there's often amazing opportunities, to place bets, especially when you're betting with a more mathematical angle. So again, odds comparison on OddsJam's free. The low holds page for your free bets is free. This calculator, the no vig fair odds calculator, you got to read through that until it's ingrained in your, head. And then, the bet tracker is free as well. Just create an account on OddsJam, track your bets, track your profit and loss. It does it automatically for you. And it also shows you how often you're beating the closing line, right? You need to beat the closing line at least like 55% of the time. Otherwise, you're going to lose money as a sports bettor. Ooh, new bet, Dixie State. Action coming in on my boys at Dixie State. Let's freaking go, Dixie State. Let's hit it. This looks, this game's starting in 14 minutes. It'll be over in, whatever, like 2.5 hours. Return of the stock market, baby. Watch those gains compound and compound and compound, right? So the issue is it's very hard to find sometimes. So we want down to plus 155, which still looks a little good, but the EV percentage is obviously going to be slightly worse, and it just feels terrible to see the odds move. But that's what I mean when I say move quick, right? You saw it just switch from plus 165 to plus 155. So slightly worse odds. So that, oh my God, lines are freaking ripping towards them. Let's place another 250 on it. So we'll have 350 on Dixie State first half money line. Let's freaking go, boys. Dixie State first half money line and woman first half money line. We got 350 on it, forming an uncorrelated portfolio of mathematically profitable bets. Insane value, right? Plus 130, minus 159. So the true odds are plus 141 once you remove the VIG, which is how all sportsbooks make money. We just remove the VIG. That's the win probability of our bet. Let's freaking go. 5.72% EV on this. So that's pretty cool. The way that all sports books, like this is what you have to remember. This is why it's so important, right? The way that Pinnacle makes money is they charge freaking VIG. They don't charge you a fee. None of these sports books, I don't log into DraftKings if I want to bet on this. It's not like you owe DraftKings now $3 for placing this bet. It's not how they make money. They juice their markets and add VIG to their markets, right? They add VIG to these markets. The money line also looks good. Should we also hit the money line? Should we also hit the money line? Yeah. Of course. Why is that even a question? The constant pursuit of EV. The money line, granted, market width is pretty tight, right? 30 cents. Not particularly bad. 40 cents, I apologize. 6.26% EV. Freaking hit this, add it to my bet tracker. 6.26%. So we have Dixie State money line, period. Just Dixie State. We're all on Dixie State today. 220, we have $100. What was the profit margin of this bet? So you see Dixie State, you just scroll along. 6.26% profit margin. Let's go, boys, girls, and boys. So we have 626 in EV, and we hit that bet. It's pretty sick. I feel good about this. You can see the point spread. The point spread also looks good. Now we're really just getting degenerate over here, but our bet's profitable, so whatever. 100. Let's throw 250 on it total. You gonna take my bet, baby? Internal server error. I guess we're only getting 100. Is what it is. We'll hit this. So we got $100 on WinBet. Dixie State plus 5.5. You can see most sports books have it at 5.5. So some good value, right? Lines. You can see these odds are just ripping towards Dixie State. It's happening in front of our frickin' eyes. 5.05% EV. So we have Dixie State +6. This bet was at $100. No, minus 110, $100. What was the profit margin of it? 5.05%. And like, this is an ARB, right, to Pinnacle, right? You could make risk-free money if you had both of these sports books. Obviously, Pinnacle isn't in the US, but like the point is, like, you could make risk-free money by betting on both sides. So you know one of these bets has to be good, and this is the sharpest freaking sports book in the world, who allow, like really big bet sizes. You don't want to bet against them. Let me tell you that. So I'll continue to scroll through. Wouldn't mind finding some player props for tonight, but we got JT Miller +240. Not high enough EV. I mean, look at that market width, right? 105 cents of market width. A little too degenerate for even me. But yeah, I mean, so again, like, track your bets, use the CLV. This is a free feature of OddsJam, the bet tracker. Super cool, super useful. The current zero vig line is +201. Check out our blog, anything you want to learn about. How do I become a VIP member on DraftKings? Learn about it. No vig odds calculator, most important calculator on OddsJam. Do the free trial, or at least sign up for the email list so you can check out some of the cool features, hit some positive EV bets with us, and hopefully, make some good profit starting day one, right? You may have you've seen, like, I've had some down days. We went up 5K, now we're down to 1.4K, but I mean, can't win them all. This sheet with all live bets is in the bio. So let's freaking cash some bets, and thank you so much. And again, sign up for the OddsJam referral program. Refer friends, get paid for it. I mean, what's easier than that? We'll pay you to, send us customers and kind of just share OddsJam, share the YouTube. So thank you so much.